Hi guys. Happy New Year, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, karibu sana. So today we are going to learn on how to apply makeup. That is for the beginners. If you are a beginner and you love doing makeup and you don't know how to do it, I'm going to do a very basic makeup look for a beginner, so you are in the right place. Yeah, before I do so, kindly subscribe, share, and leave your comment at the comment section below. I will be so glad to read all of them and to reply them. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Okay guys, today's technique is going to be a bit different. We are starting off with a brow styling soap. Make sure that it is wet. We are going to use a spoolie to comb through our eyebrows. Just follow the shape of your eyebrows and make sure before doing this process your brows are well shaped and trimmed. So comb in your eyebrows. After that, I'll use you can use a flat surface. In this case, I used the other side of my brush to press them to the skin. Yeah, so I use the other side of my brush so that I will press them well in my skin. And in that case, I went for eyebrow pencil Davis number 3. And for beginners, kindly remember to avoid black eye pencil unless you have a very dark skin tone. Yeah, so before we start by drawing our eyebrows, you make sure you set your brows with a setting powder to avoid the sweat. And so after that, we start by drawing curve from the outer corner. Drawing a curve from the outer corner, and after drawing that, we fill in with very light strokes. So remember, this is a very friendly beginner look, so we don't have to go for a very complicated eyebrow. So we are using a very simple and natural technique. You fill in your eyebrows so that they may appear as natural as possible. Yeah, make sure you fill in with very light strokes. Yeah, remember we are going for a simple look which is beginner friendly. So just fill in your eyebrows. Yeah, in this case I went and drew the curve top of my eye, which is optional. It's not a must that you draw the curve. Yeah, and after that we are going to clean the eyebrow. In this case I used the Maybelline concealer. So remember to use a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. And so I used concealer, and you are going to use a flat edged brush to clean the eyebrows. So while cleaning, you leave a space from the inner corner, and the space left in the inner corner, you'll use the foundation that you'll be using to apply on your face, so that it can appear natural. In the inner corner you leave a little space so that while cleaning you go outwards. Yeah, so I used foundation in the inner corner so that it could match my skin tone. Remember, you don't want to have those harsh lines So for it to be to be good and appear natural, please make sure you use the foundation that you'll be using on your face. Remember, we want our look to be as natural as possible. And after that, you can use the tips of your finger to blend in, or you can go for a brush to blend in the concealer and make sure it's well blended, clean well. In this case, I use the tips of my fingers in blending it in. It blends so naturally and leaves it so clean. And so after that, I blended completely using a brush, just to make sure there are no harsh lines left. So make sure you blend it completely. Combed my eyebrows again. As you can see, they look more natural. Yeah, very natural and easy. It's not so hard. After that, please make sure you set your concealer. Make sure you set your concealer. You can use a setting powder or the finishing powder. It's not a must you apply the concealer at your lower lid. So after that, use an eyeliner, and please make sure that the eyeliner is used on the waterline, not at the under eye. Make sure the eyeliner you apply it on the waterline. So after that, you can use a mascara. You don't have to use an eyeliner. Yeah, and I will advise that you first finish with your eye look first before moving on to the next step, which is your face. Yeah, you can always first finish up with your eye look. You can finish with the eye look. Remember, it's a beginner look, so no need of false lashes, no need of eyeliner. So you just use your mascara, comb your natural lashes well, and there we go. You have very well combed lashes. Yeah, so from there we will move on to the face, and I will be using my damp beauty blender, and I would advise you use a sunscreen as your because now for a skin prep. So in this case, I used Neutrogena SP 550. It is recommended for sensitive skin. Apply it in your skin, and then after applying it, kindly leave it to set before moving on to the next step. Yeah, you leave it to set. So for beginners, kindly note that in skin prep you can start with serum, then sunscreen and moisturizer, but because this is a beginner look, you can just go for a sunscreen. Just start with the sunscreen. With time you'll move on to the rest. Yeah, as you get going, you can buy the serum and the moisturizer. So in this case, I applied my primer, which is Revlon. Yeah, my skin is normal, so I concentrated more on my T-zone area, but if you have an oily skin, you can go you can invest more on mattifying primer. Yeah, so remember, while doing your foundation, please make sure the blender, the beauty blender you're using is damp, yeah, use a damp beauty blender and tap 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 tap. Use that technique of tapping. Don't use a lot of force while applying your foundation. You tap and you start from the cheeks to avoid using a lot of product. Kindly make sure that you're not using a lot of products, yeah, especially under eyes. So after using my foundation, I went on and used a concealer. Remember the concealer that I had used on my brows? I used it under my eye, and now I'm setting my eyes with a setting powder. And make sure you set your eyes immediately so that the concealer doesn't start cracking. Just make sure to avoid the cracks. Set your under eye immediately after applying your concealer. So in that case, I'll be setting every place that I concealed, yeah. So make sure you set to avoid the movement of the product. Set it so well, and remember you can use a brush to set, but for a beginner you can go ahead and use the same blender to apply your foundation, to apply your concealer, to apply your setting powder. It is okay. So in that case, now that I'm done setting my highlighted areas, I'll go in with a powder, that is my skin tone powder, and set the entire face. Yes, I'll set my entire face with the powder. I'm using cappuccino, it's a setting powder, yeah, and Chelsea. So I set my entire face. Kindly make sure while setting your forehead, you go from your eyebrows, you go in with lighter product. You also don't need to have too much product on your neck. So the product left on the brush, you can use it to powder your neck. And there we go, we have a flawless look. On the lips, I went in with the Davis number 3 that I had used on my eyebrows. Remember, you're a beginner, you don't want to go in with very pigmented shouting lipsticks. You want to maintain it as natural as possible. So yeah, you can use the eyebrow pencil that you used on your eyebrows, just to we can use it as a liner, as a lip liner. So I use the pencil as my liner to line my lips. Use it to line my lips, and as you can see, you can blend in. You don't have to use a brush to blend in your lips, the eyeliner, the lip liner. So yeah, remember you're a beginner, so a gloss will go a way more better than a lipstick. So I went in with a colorless lip glow, yeah, and it has that finish, natural finish, lip finish, which I know it will be so comfortable for anyone who is starting off makeup. And yeah, of course, don't forget to set your makeup for it to last and has that glowy effect. See how amazing it looked after spraying it. And with my lines, I could go and I could rock this look anytime, any day. I really loved the look. It looked flawless. It looked